I cannot wait to watch film with her, to just observe her in practices and pick her brain about how she controls games and controls the speed of games and gets her bigs and her shooting guards the ball when they need it to score. She's one in particular that I'm really, really excited just getting to be around.
Every one of those teammates at LSU hated playing with Angel Reese.
She didn't blink. She didn't cheer. She didn't even pretend to be happy. Hailey Van Lith's face spoke louder than words as she heard her name called on draft night.
They really wanted someone that brought toughness, that was gritty, could fight, and, I like to think that those are character traits that are displayed when I play.
There's some good energy you can walk into in Chicago, right?
Oh, I love that energy. We're ready.
That does not look like a girl that was excited to be selected where she was selected, and
look at her face. She is in pain.
Angel Reese tweeted out, "We ain't do it right the first time. Let's run it back."
These two did not enjoy playing with each other the first time, so I don't know why either one of them would be excited to run it back.
It was captured on camera, the tense jaw and the faraway gaze, the forced applause. And 2 minutes ago, she officially announced that she would be joining Angel Reese in Chicago once more, not to grow or develop, but to attack CaitlinClark once more.
I think that I've been defined as a tough, gritty player who just is a dog. And I think that's exactly what I need to be at the next level.
I think we have a lot of similarities about how we carry ourselves. She's a dog, man. She turns up the intensity of everybody around her. So I'm excited to be in that environment with her again where she can pull more out of me than I think I have.
I think she's already experienced what's it like to play with Angel Reese, who is a narcissist and selfish, a nightmare for all teammates to deal.
This was not a tale of redemption. It was a warning and a statement of war encased in practiced acclaim and reticent interviews. Hailey described it as excitement, but the timing, stress, and tone conveyed a different message. This had nothing to do with joining a team. Hailey Van Lith isn't attempting to climb. Rather, she's attempting to strike. And this time, it's personal. This was about circling a name, the same name that dropped over 40 on her team twice.
Hailey Van Lith must love playing with rebounds. She can't wait to team with Angel Reese. I love playing with size. It makes my job a lot easier. Hailey Van Lith shared Thursday in her press conference. Again, they played one season together, and it was far and away like her worst year in college.
She's only making $70,000 to jack up brick layups and airball layups in games that no one wants to watch.
It wasn't a loud warning. It came softly through clenched teeth and a practiced smile rather than being yelled or tweeted. Hailey Van Lith declaring her want to perform with Angel Reese once more. However, the reality was evident to all onlookers. CaitlinClark was the aim of this expedition, not a reunion.
She's perfected the art of lying to the media. In reality, I'm betting this was the absolute last place she wanted to be.
Angel has maintained contact with me this whole past year since she's been in the league and I transferred. I really appreciate her. We have a very mature relationship, a mutual respect relationship where we both have respect for each other's game. And I'm just excited to get to be around her again.
Plenty of rebound opportunities available for Van Lith if she sticks close to Reese.
That wasn't the face of a player achieving her dream. Hailey didn't shine with pride as her name was called on draft night. Instead, she hardly moved. It was the visage of a person going through a nightmare again. CaitlinClark, a nightmare. Because in their previous 2 judicial encounters, Clark not only prevailed, but completely destroyed 2 consecutive performances of 40 points back-to-back humiliations.
So CaitlinClark is averaging against her over the last, since 2023, averaged 40 points per game.
Hailey Van Lith smiling through the pain of returning to toxic hell. Oh, her face is like the F. Yeah, it's over. HVL is feeling sick. She cut the cancer out and it came right back. Gotta watch Hailey Van Lith stand at the three-point line wide open while that girl is chasing the new rebounds record.
And now Hailey has been handed another chance, this time to retaliate rather than flourish. The same teammate she once shunned, Angel Reese, is back with her. The athlete who stole the show stopped her and made a promising collaboration into the worst season of Hailey's college career. Because this is about stopping the unstoppable, not about chemistry or creating something unique. Fans and Caitlin aren't buying it.
Hailey Van Lith and Angel Reese are set to rejoin forces on the court this summer.
Energy with Courtney Vandersloot. You can learn from her. You're paired back with Angel Reese. There's some good energy you can walk into in Chicago, right?
Oh, I love that energy. We're ready.
Right. Thank you so much.
Hailey is aware that she cannot surpass Caitlin. She has attempted to outrun her, but has failed. So now she is attempting to outmuscle her by forming an alliance with the league's most contentious person to create a stir, create drama, and divert attention. However, CaitlinClark doesn't play the noise game. Instead, she lets her game create the noise, so she's already lost there. It has also been deafening.
CaitlinClark is the biggest draw in women's basketball, and without her, many fans just aren't going to tune in.
Hailey Van Lith and Angel Reese's relationship is based on desperation rather than trust, and the flaws were visible before they ever set foot on the court together again, even though Hailey stated everything she should have in front of the cameras. Her body betrayed her. That widely shared draft night video wasn't simply a negative incident, it was a complete emotional release.
Hailey Van Lith believed it was probably a good idea if she put out some kind of a statement after the very viral video. We all seen the video at this point, her smiling but with real pain on her face.
Deep in my heart, I wanted to come to the sky. I felt like you never want to put too much expectation or hope because you never know what happened on draft day. But deep in my heart, I was really hoping that this is where I ended up.
The phony smile. The eyes are hollow, her posture's rigidity. This was remorse, not exhilaration. Regret the place and the person who was waiting for her there. Because, let's not forget, Hailey already ran away from Angel Reese. She departed. LSU after just one season without turning around. Her confidence vanished, her rhythm faltered, and her game worsened.
But Hailey Van Lith, oh, you gave a bad answer. This is a person who has played the last 2 times she played CaitlinClark. I'm not joking when I say this. CaitlinClark put 40 on her team's head.
Give flowers to the legend. We're going to start Diana Taurasi. I'm going to bench Sabrina and cut Caitlin.
On that roster, one Angel who was constantly in the spotlight consumed all the oxygen. Pursuing media attention rather than chemistry achievements, Hailey's worst year ever, both statistically and emotionally, was that one?
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
They now want us to think she's excited to run it back. The same Angel Reese who boasts about purchasing homes, stealing covers from Vogue, and pursuing likes on social media rather than rebounds. The same Angel who openly puts double-double streaks. Ahead of team accomplishments, Hailey might claim to be thrilled and all she wants, but her past begs to otherwise. The relocation to Chicago didn't seem like fate. The situation seemed to be set up.
Her stats. Let me roll down here to the teams. Louisiana State, 11.6 points a game. She leaves and goes straight to TCU, averages almost 18. The year before at Louisville, almost 20 a game. What does that tell you about her hell that she's got coming? She got away once. She can't escape.
The term chemistry killer has already been applied to Angel. She is now pulling Hailey back into her sphere of influence. Not to develop, not to rise, but to attack CaitlinClark, because that is the true focus of this. It has nothing to do with chasing rings or team tactics. It's about attempting to erase the humiliation that Caitlin caused them both.
I wanted a little vintage, edgy, sexy vibe, and I love a good, old school Marilyn Monroe look, so that's what I was going for.
That's exactly what it's giving. You nailed it.
Hailey had receipts with her, so she didn't just enter the room grinning. When asked to choose her favorite players on the most important night of her life, she didn't simply leave out CaitlinClark. Instead, she literally cut her in a start. Bench cut game. She decided to cut the woman who put 40 on her twice. It wasn't a strategy, it was a shot. Calculated, resentful, and passive-aggressive. It was about pride, not opinion. Hailey knew Caitlin was superior, but she chose to minimize it rather than confront it. That's not what humble players do. Players with confidence don't have to. That type of energy would only be carried into one's first pro season by someone who was plagued by those losses.
I'm sorry. You've done something that'll piss off the damn psycho. The CaitlinClark has made more all WNBA first teams and Sabrina. There's no stratosphere where Sabrina Ionescu is better than CaitlinClark.
She didn't just go into Chicago and start again. She entered prepared to strike back. Hailey fails to realize, however, that CaitlinClark isn't here to play petty. She doesn't respond with tweets or interviews. She responds with record-breaking performances and buckets of assists. Angel and Hailey are banding together with new justifications and old scars. Caitlin's arrival is marked by her poise, leadership, and unwavering truth. She distances herself from them more and more as they conspire against her.
Look at this face. Look at this face. God bless her. I mean, the pain and anguish. That's not, I'm about to lose it and I'm happy to be drafted and all. No.
The difference is that Caitlin is creating an untouchable future while they want to erase the past. While the others play to chase her shadow, one plays to win. The absurdity of it all is that CaitlinClark hasn't even glanced in their direction, while Hailey Van Lith and Angel Reese plan their comeback. She's too busy accomplishing what they can't, so she doesn't have to. Without pleading for attention, elevating a franchise may bring a fan base together and command the respect of an entire sport. The thing that hurts the most is that Caitlin builds her legacy one possession at a time, while Hailey and Angel form partnerships based on jealousy. Her domination cannot be overshadowed by their loud headlines. She is driven by the grind rather than drama. Game after game, she and her team break records in crowd arenas.
Caitlin only dropped put 40 on your head once, so it's not too bad. But it's not like Caitlin had a 40-point triple-double against her and a 40-point 12-assist game and 8 rebounds. She was 2 boards off, 2 40-point triple-doubles.
The difference is noticeable to fans. They're not dumb. They watch as defenders target the referees, as Caitlin is battered with fouls every night while maintaining composure and output. They have witnessed Hailey avoid responsibility while grinning through regret, and they have witnessed Angel show off sponsorship deals despite averaging some of the league's worst finishing figures. The difference is striking. CaitlinClark restores order after entering a chaotic situation. Angel and Hailey seize the chance to incite conflict, and the more they attempt to portray themselves as the underdog, the more blatant it becomes. They are pursuing a player who is well ahead of them.
Like, CaitlinClark doesn't happen entirely organically. There's a push. What Angel Reese did, she created what people truly need, which is a rivalry.
Angel Reese has done that and did that for CaitlinClark.
Yeah, and I do think she helped. Without Angel Reese, CaitlinClark wouldn't be as big as she is.
CaitlinClark also blew up before the Angel Reese thing. That is a myth. She blew up before. Go look at the ratings for the games before then. Go look at the attendance for the games before then. It was already an organic thing.
Their energy is still reactive. Hailey and Angel can't bear Caitlin because she earned all of her attention and didn't beg for this rivalry or seek retribution. They weren't necessary for Caitlin to get up. On the other hand, they seem to be unable to operate without hearing her name, because they know in their hearts what the rest of the world already believes. Every press release, quotation, and backhanded compliment comes full round to her. Now, CaitlinClark is she is demanding respect rather than waiting for it, using numbers instead of noise performance, not publicity.
Angel Reese is never gonna improve her basketball skills. Check this out.
I see you miss layups just like they do and everything, but forget them. Yeah, you know, I mean, I miss layups too. So, I mean,
everybody miss layups, but they can't get mad if I get the rebound, box me out.
Yeah. Don't be mad because your fade didn't box her out. That's what I say. Period.
I see your miss layups like they do, but forget them. What the fuck do you mean forget them? This is why Angel Reese's game is never going to get better, y'all. Her mom telling her this and her fans are the same exact way. Zero accountability, bro. Imagine this, y'all. You playing basketball in front of the whole world. People have been constantly criticizing your game and you messing up on the court. There's all this film and everything about what you need to do better and what you're messing up on. And your mom is just sitting here telling you, well, forget them. Just forget them, bro. Like, that's terrible advice. Like we see why Angel Reese is the way that she is. Man, look at how her mom is just talking to her, telling her just forget them, bro. But then y'all are so mad that the world doesn't like her and talk so much shit about her, bro.
Right.
And then she's like, oh, everybody misses layups. I'm so tired of this everybody misses layups thing. Yes, A whole bunch of basketball players miss layups, but people are not missing layups like Angel Reese, bro.
Fact.
Statistically the worst finisher in the league. So that means you're last and at the bottom. So that means you're the worst and nobody is missing like you are. God, this is not rocket science. Angel Reese GPA holders, bro. This is not rocket science, man. This is amazing. Y'all just cannot keep it real with this girl, bro. That's why she looks like an unrivaled. That clip that just came out for her getting blocked by Breanna Stewart like 3 times or something, and then she finally made this shot, bro. That's why her game looks like it is not even improved at all, man. And then the whole, you gotta box me out to get the, bro, you should be making the shot, bro. Instead of sitting up here talking about, people aren't boxing you out and all of this bullshit. Like, if you make the shot, bro, we wouldn't be even sitting up here talking about these rebounds and over and that bullshit, man. But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy I came across that clip. I just saw somebody post it today, and I'm like, damn, bro. No wonder this girl does not take accountability.
Perhaps Hailey sent her a warning. Nothing will be louder than the sound of CaitlinClark lighting them up again when the lights come on and the ball goes up, because only one of them has shown she can rise. Even though Angel may have tweeted her threats, the others are still attempting to capture her shadow. Hailey Van Lith can work with others, talk aggressively, and issue as many warnings as she desires. Angel Reese can fabricate stories, try to gain influence, and cause as much turmoil as he wants, but it won't change the fact that CaitlinClark has already outperformed them in the spotlight and in the eyes of those who understand what true greatness looks like. This is a rerun, not a rivalry, an attempt to overthrow someone who has already claimed the throne without ever requesting it using the same tactic. On draft night, Hailey cut Caitlin off. CaitlinClark never batted an eyelid when Angel tweeted her subweets. Her game roared back when she let it speak. As they pose, she pursues history while they pursue headlines. They desire smoking. Fire is brought by Caitlin, and Hailey's warning will simply indicate how far behind she is already when the ball tips off.
She knows, like a lot of white players in the WNBA know, and they've said it, Kelsey Plum, Breanna Stewart, is that they get elevated, they get marketed, they get pushed in a way that Black women in that league who have accomplished similar things do not get the same endorsement opportunities, the same marketing. Clear, they were not fans of women's basketball, but CaitlinClark became their avatar. She became their vessel to express a lot of the hateful and racist opinions that they had about Black women, about queer women, and about the WNBA overall.
She is aware of it, as many white WNBA players have stated, Kelsey Plum. The point about Breanna Stewart is that they are promoted, marketed, and pushed in a way that Black women in that league who have achieved comparable feats are not given the same opportunity for endorsements or marketing. CaitlinClark became their avatar despite the fact that they obviously did not enjoy women's basketball. She became their vehicle for expressing many of their racist and bigoted views on Black women, gay women, and the WNBA in general.